Alright, so the stats block for the Courage class, as predicted to be released today, is out. So it will be released July 27th from 8 a.m. until August 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So yeah, as predicted. And it'll be available from, of course, opening an R&D box, in which case you can get either some R&D materials, 10 low buy, or, of course, the prize pack. Now, this is the Courage class Command Science Destroyer, so you can read this if you want, but we're going to skip over that. Let's get straight into the stats. So, Tier 6, Federation and Federation allied characters. So then, if you have cross-faction flying unlocked, then you can still fly this. You must complete the tutorial first, however. Hull modifier 1.45, that's quite good, especially for a science vessel. They said that they're going for a high hull configuration style for all 32nd century ships, and this reflects that. Shield modifier 1.15, that's still pretty high for an equally high modifier of hull, so basically this ship is very good for tanking builds. 4 weapons of 4, aft weapons of 3, that's pretty natural for this type of ship. We've already covered this in my previous video on this, so we can skip over that. The concepts of 4 tactical, 3 engineering, and 4 science is quite well balanced. So that means it can do a bunch of things fairly well, but it will not excel in anything particular. Base turn of 10, that's pretty normal, I suppose. It's not very fast, nor is it absolutely terribly slow. Impulse modifier 0.2, that's fast. Got an average of about 0.1815 to 18 for most ships of this class. Inertia of 65, that's excellent. Bonus of 5 weapon power and 15 auxiliary power, so that's pretty fitting for what we have as a science vessel. It can equip dual cannons, of course it can. Console, all these 32nd century cloaking device, yep. And we got all the secondary deflector analysis, sensor analysis, all that good stuff from science mode and tactical mode. It does have inspiration abilities, although we didn't see that in the stream, so that's a bit weird, but okay. So it does have inspiration abilities, good. And the regular science vessel Starship Mastery package. And here's the Admiralty bonuses if you care about those. And here's the animation for when you activate tactical mode. So then what used to be the front flips around, and then this part is the front of the ship now. Okay, so yeah, activate tactical mode, you get these bonuses. So your Lieutenant Commander Tactical now becomes a commander. And your experimental weapon is activated, plus 20% to maximum hull. And then you will have your science mode disabled, which means your commander science will be demoted to Lieutenant Commander. Secondary deflector success and targeting and sensor analysis will be deactivated, and you lose 20% shield capacity. Now the console is Force Translator. This one does large amounts of damage to about 5 kilometers around you, and of course scales of your maximum hull and maximum speed. So here it says that the hull capacity bonus is capped at 300,000 and speed is capped at 300. So it seems that the higher you're moving, the better this console will be, but the interesting thing is it will hold you for 2 seconds when this activates, as shown by what was on the string. But anyways, moving on. Starship Trade directional bias. We already saw this in this previous video, but it's a bonus to exotic damage up to 10 stacks, so up to 50% when you get hit in your front arc, and then you can activate that with a bridge officer ability that does exotic damage. But honestly, this would be best used for something like delayed overload cascade. Otherwise, the other abilities are mostly damage over time, so then you will be quite wasting this bonus if you're only using that ability to activate this. And then, of course, it gets interesting where you might not be able to reach the 10 stacks if you constantly use bridge officer abilities that deal exotic damage. And also, of course, if you get damaged in the back, you get the hull regeneration and hull healing. And same thing once you activate a hull healing ability. As for the experimental weapon, it's the Coherent Integrity Projector, or as the developers like to call it, Fireballs of Death. So, it scales from 100,000 all the way to 250,000 hull, and of course, the higher your hull is, the more damage it will deal. So, that's pretty normal. And of course, the other R&D ships will be returning and available to you. And here's the price for the R&D packs. So 300 for 1 or 4 for 1,000 Zen. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Basically, I would say, in terms of looks, I'm not a fan. And overall impression of this ship is that it's not actually that useful. You're better off really using an actual good science vessel if you want to use this for science. But as a tanking science vessel, this might actually be interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Helps out the channel quite a lot, and it's free, so why not? Also, according to statistics, less than 30% of you are actually subscribed to me, so if you haven't done so yet, please do so. And also have a Patreon if you want to contribute to that. Link in the description. We'll also find membership and my Discord server where you can speak to fans myself directly. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!